We're back, son.
Bienvenidos. It is Superboys, and you already know. You should see by the fit. Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, his little Spider-Man mask. He was excited. We went to go see Spider-Man, and I called up my boys, like, you know what? Let's review Spider-Man, because this was such a fucking an epic, one-of-a-kind movie that just came out. It is your host, Ice Packalicious, the best taquito on the side of the west of the Mississippi. I haven't done this in a while. And it is your co-host, Mr. Conks himself.
The second chair, you know, your man Hobbs, best smasher in the world.
That's not what Covey says.
The best King K. Rool on this side of the Mississippi.
No. We had the King K off.
I don't recall.
But what's it called? Okay, so we went to go see Spider-Man, and all I can say is just wow. It is fucking... Oh, by the way, this is going to be a spoiler talk. So we're going to talk a little bit spoilers. This isn't a non-spoiler. This is an open spoiler. We've assumed you watched it, and you're watching this, trying to hear our thoughts and our opinion. Or just, you know, chill out.
Have a good time.
Yeah, while we're talking about Spider-Man. Okay, before we go into all the great things this movie did, what were some of the bad things? Nothing? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely
no bad thing
Not
whatsoever?
One. I loved every second of it.
My little gripe on it was the whole Sandman, and because Reptile understood, you know, not Reptile, Lizard, you know, staying in his lizard form, but Sandman was sand the entire time.
Well, this is something we just gotta disagree on, because I think, I could be recalling it wrong, but I think he got towards the end of the movie, he was stuck as that sand form.
I ended up finding out why.
Why?
Both actors were never on set, because they were shooting this during peak COVID, so I don't know if it was them health-wise, they don't want to be on set, or just scheduling, but those two actors were never on set. So that's why for Lizard they could get away with it because you know, in lizard form. But Sandman, that's why he never turned into his human form.
That's just me being ignorant. Then I could have sworn he was stuck as sand.
No. It's just that's why he stayed in that sand form, and that's why he sounded. So this is the thing, because I was tripping when I watched. You know, when he first started, like, why does he sound weird? And I was thinking, like, oh no wonder he was in never any of the posters. Like, I thought it was a guy doing impersonation of Sandman. Like, it's a different actor.
But it was him, right?
It was him, but they recorded him. What's it called?
Way before everything, or
not before, like not on location.
Right.
So what did they have my boy on a voicemail or something like that? He's like, "Can you please say line 3?"
Super budget.
He's fucking playing it right there, whatever. That's why he sounded so weird and so off. Was because the two actors were never there, and it makes me think that maybe at the end, you know, when they turned into their like human form,
you think that was CGI?
CGI, yeah. That's why it was only for like a couple seconds. Like, you don't
just
really
like
see
when William Dafoe first showed his face, dude, super CGI. I was like, oh no. I thought I had to ask the guy I was sitting next to. I was like, did he die?
Yeah.
Is William Dafoe die?
No, don't you dare.
I thought, because the CGI when he was first took off the mask, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, but that's my only little gripe. Is like, just like, damn it. But at least they got him in there, because that Sandman and Electro fight was pretty cool. When Sandman fucking duked up Electro.
That was really cool.
Yeah. But
I like how they kept it too, because at the end of the movie, him and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man were on good terms, so that he was there just ready to help. What can I do?
Yeah. What's it called? Because he's after he's seen Harry die in his arm, he's like, oh shit, this guy's a real one.
Yeah.
Fucking off into the night, whatever. So yeah, that was cool. But I think that's probably the only bad negative, like just a little gripe, just nitpicky, was just the whole Sandman being stuck in the sand for
I guess I got something. I mean, it didn't bother me at all, but I seen something. And this is something I could be wrong about, but how did Electro know
that's
the identity? I heard someone bring that up.
No, he didn't know the identity.
So then why did he be brought in? Because the only people got brought in knew Spider-Man's identity, and Electro never found out. I
think, dang, that's true. How did that is a little plot hole.
I mean, I'm not upset. I love me some Jamie Foxx. He did a good job.
See, I was a little upset at the 0 to 100, like the straight 180 they did on him, you know, fucking the transformation on him. I understand not having
about
blue.
him not being blue.
Not being blue regular. Is what like trim me out, but like my boy had a fresh ass lineup now, fade, no gap in his teeth anymore.
Why didn't they bring him back as the nerdy version of him that he was in the movie, and then he fixes himself up like I'm feeling good, let me makeover montage.
Yeah, what was funny about it is like how they did, you know, it's like, oh, you look different, you know, the lizard, he's like, I could give you a better makeover, and then
I like that.
So they even talked about it.
I mean, you know me, my favorite character in Mortal Kombat's Reptile. I love anything I can get of Reptiles. It's a home run for me.
Yeah, he did look a little weird, but other than that, like, yeah, no, I had no complaints with like Lizard. It was funny when he finally talked.
Oh yeah. Fucking Tom Holland. Didn't know you could talk, but
the tree, the Sinister confirmed it's the tree.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That was pretty funny. But okay, so what was your favorite part then of this entire movie?
Favorite part? I don't know. That's tough. If I had to boil it down to one thing.
You do multiple things, you know.
No, if I had to boil it down to one thing, it's definitely Andrew Garfield saving Tom Holland's MJ.
Yes.
Him fucking holding back he wanted to break down crying.
Okay. A little unprofessional. But Andrew, if you're seeing this right now, thank you. Andrew fucking Garfield, my guy. I wasn't too sure, you know, before this, you know, people would always talk about who's your favorite Spider-Man, who's your favorite Spider-Man.
I told you it was Andrew Garfield.
I've never...
solidified it.
Honestly, this movie, after watching it, it is for sure Andrew Garfield. I've always liked Andrew Garfield. Even people always like would talk shit on that. Like
when
those movies.
When he first got there and jumped...
Oh, yeah.
This is enough.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was enough.
I fucking laughed my ass off in that part. What's it called? Because Tobey Maguire, I feel like I'm not...
This movie made me respect him a lot more, I'll tell you that.
All three bring a different flavor to this fucking buffet, you know? Yeah. So with Tobey Maguire, I feel like, honestly, with me, the way I look at Tobey Maguire, he is that 1950s, you know, 60s fucking Spider-Man.
He's perfect for the era.
You know, like, oh gosh, here's an apple pie after I save you, you know, whatever. Like, thanks, Aunt May. You know, I'm gonna go save that kitty. You know, after I fight
this
vulture.
This is Spider-Man before Aunt May was a smoke show for sure.
Yeah, and then Tom Holland was really good. Andrew Garfield was really good. But then after this one, it's like, bro, I was teary-eyed, you know, what's it called? Every time, when he first popped up, bro, I could not believe it. I think my emotions, like, got probably, like, the best of me. I was there. Oh, shit. There we go. What's it called? But, yeah, that scene when he saved... You know, it was Andrew and Cisco. No, it was Andrew and Uriel talking about them wishing it was a little bit longer. You know, that scene with him saving her.
Yeah.
I do, too, but it just shows, bro... The fucking acting chops on Andrew Garfield. He just needed those 2 seconds.
Yeah, he didn't need that long
just to give you convey all that emotion.
And it's like you said before, this man really cries on set. This is not acting.
Exactly. Like in Amazing Spider-Man 2, say what you want, that Gwen Stacy death scene is not only just superhero.
She really died on set. Emma Stone isn't really out there anymore. It's a clone.
That is like the top 5 deaths of all time fiction. It not just superheroes. So when like, you know, I was talking about Andrew Garfield, like I feel like Andrew Garfield really did think he killed the fucking Emma Stone, and that's why he was bawling like a fucking, like he really did kill her. And with this movie, that scene was fucking amazing for me. And you know, just Andrew Garfield just talking, like it was funny, but like they were kind of being a little meta about it. You know, him being like the loser one out of the 3 because you know people's reaction.
I love that scene too when he kept saying like, "No, you're amazing. Yeah, you're amazing." Because his movie was the Amazing Spider-Man.
Say yourself is like that. You're amazing. Like I want to hear you say it. Yeah. What's it called? Oh, how dare they not say I love you to Andrew Garfield, Peter number 3. And they're like, oh, by the way, guys, I love you guys. And then they just all looked at him. It's so like, awkward. Really? Not even Tom Holland. I understand Tobey Maguire, but not even Tom Holland said I love you back.
Should have said it.
Yeah. Oh, but dude, that scene when they're all 3, they finally start fighting in sync. When they run off, you know, they're all swinging. Give me the fucking ghost pimples, baby. That's what I fucking love.
It was when Tom Holland webbed them both up so they could all land together.
Yeah. Yeah. The fucking at the end when they're all in sync, yeah, it was some fucking sexy shit. Like other than that, like okay, so I hear a lot of people, you know, talking about Green Goblin, you know, Willem Dafoe. Who's your Was he the standout for you?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, like honestly,
I don't remember him Green Goblin being that much of a savage in his movie.
He definitely stepped it. He's like, oh, let me just hold my beer. Let me make it fucking even more savage.
Yeah, because his fighting in this one is just like he fought like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was nasty.
There's definitely more from like the comics, and all because like that is at least in my eyes. Whenever I think of Spider-Man's main villain, it's fucking Batman and Joker. It's fucking Spider-Man, Green Goblin. Yeah. So in this one, when they're like fighting and like in that building where he's slamming them through fucking different levels of the building.
Oh, that was intense.
That was fucking awesome. At the end when he wasn't holding back, it's like, oh, this is a fucking.
Oh, when he punched almost a hole through that shield, the giant replica shield. Yeah, that would have killed him for sure. Well, I don't know because all those punches he was taking, he's just sitting there smiling. There's more.
I think I like Alfred Molina's Doc Ock just a little bit more because, bro, it's almost as if like because
he did a good job.
Willem Dafoe, he definitely did a better performance than he did in, I'd say, Spider-Man 1.
Yeah, but
Alfred Molina already did an incredible job in Spider-Man 2. I felt like literally he just shot that movie a year ago. Didn't miss a beat. As soon as he stepped on screens, like
they had to do CGI or something because he still looked weirdly young.
They CGI'd him up a bit. You could tell, to keep him, younger.
I don't know. They did a good job because I couldn't tell. It's just my eyes. Like, no, that can't be right.
Yeah,
that's just me being skeptical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they did a really good job of like keeping. I felt like Marvel has done a really good job of making them look younger, not too crazy younger, like 60 years younger, 50 years,
just hiding some blemishes.
Yeah, like blemishing them up, making them look like 20, 30 years, like younger. They've done throughout the movies really good job. I mean, fucking the first time I really noticed it was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, with Kurt Russell, when they made him.
They made him look. Oh, when in the beginning, the flashback.
Yeah, in the flashback in the very beginning when he's with his mom. Like,
they did a good job with that too.
Yeah, like damn, he looks fucking like I'm straight out of the 80s, in the 90s watching this movie. What's called? So yeah, my favorite was Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. But no discrediting fucking Green Goblin. That was fucking awesome. Every time he was on screen, I was just glued. Even Doctor Strange. I love me some Doctor Strange. Post Endgame, Doctor Strange is now because Captain America, my boy, he was my favorite Avenger.
All of a sudden, you want to be the same team as me.
But all
of a sudden,
no, it's Iron Man who's your guys' favorite.
And he's basically Doctor Strange is basically the new Iron Man. Yes, he is.
He's a better version of Iron Man. So then after Endgame,
oh my God,
I'm like Doctor Strange is my favorite. Shang-Chi is definitely a second one. What's it called? Just in that one movie, I fucking looking forward to it. I'm getting a little sidetracked, but I was just talking about how Doctor Strange, the scenes that he was in it, I did like the chemistry between him and Tom Holland.
Doctor Strange killed this movie.
Yeah,
it was beautiful, dude. It's so everything he was doing so effortless, and he was making Peter Parker sweat. It's like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this?
He only lost because he was holding back.
Exactly, because he was doing it so everything effortless.
Yeah, I can't wait for that second one, dude. With at the end, that
he had the eye of
Agamotto and
the casing. No, in the when he stepped out of the portal. And he was like, where is he? Yeah, you didn't notice that?
No.
He didn't open it, so... But why would he wear it unless he had the time stone again?
We have to rewatch this then.
Yeah, as soon as he stepped out during the big fight scene, he was wearing the charm. Well,
whatever you want. Whatever the Infinity Stone. Yeah.
But
maybe it's just the casing. I don't know. Well,
why would he be wearing it?
I plan on rewatching it in a couple days.
So he did something before he went back there. So.
Maybe it's a different Doctor Strange.
What?
if you really did have the Eye of Agamotto, maybe it's a different Doctor Strange. I mean, the second trailer it does show an evil Doctor Strange.
It just blew my mind.
Yeah, so that would be fucking dope. Okay, so then after watching this one, what is your favorite Spider-Man movie of all time? Non-MCU, even fucking Into the Spider-Verse animated, like out of all Spider-Man.
I really enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse. I'm excited about the second one. Mm-hmm. It has to be this one. It has to be. This is the best MCU movie to date now. They're going to have a hard time topping this. I think Doctor Strange is going to do a good job, but...
I think it is for sure. I don't know if it's the best MCU, but it is definitely the best MCU Spider-Man one. And...
It's the best MCU.
What's it called? Watching this movie, one thing that it definitely gave me like hopes for is because the director, John Watts, he's the one who's directed all three. He is in charge of bringing us the Fantastic Four reboot. and all that.
Are they gonna try that again?
So
I'm a fan of the Fantastic Four.
Directing like these last 3 is like, whoa, I'm just even more excited for Fantastic Four now because what he's done with this Spider-Man character in this story.
And they're going to be a part of the MCU?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be part of the MCU. So out of all the Spider-Man movie, God.
Doesn't Spider-Man slightly cross over? Because they're in New York too, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so don't they like kind of cross over?
95% of all these fucking New
York,
yeah, which is crazy. Like, like I see those memes all the time. Like,
so this is a major level threat. Why are these chumps fucking handling it?
Not just that, but like, I'm here to save the world, aka New York, and all that. Like, it's never anywhere. It's never Ohio, or even just California. There's barely any San Francisco like movement. With like Venom, it is in San Francisco. Yeah. What's it called? There was a while the West Coast Avengers, but out of all the Spider-Man movie, for the longest time it was Spider-Man 2. Even though Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man, Ivan said it best. Like when we were talking about it, Ivan kind of had that revelation, whatever. He was like, man, like it was just the writers, because like he really liked Andrew Garfield too. That was his standout in this movie. So he's like, man, it was just the writers. Like, but Andrew Garfield is Spider-Man. I think he ended up liking that one more. Like it just shows that if Andrew Garfield was in Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock, like, bro, that would have been like fucking top 5 superhero movies of all time. So Spider-Man 2, I'm just rambling on. Spider-Man 2 for the longest time was my favorite movie because it dealt with, the whole balancing of like, his secret identity and, his superhero side. Like it was just fucking him over. Dude, I've been fired, and that sucks sometimes, and all that. That scene when he just gets straight fired from the pizza shop, whatever and all that, when he just rips the sticker off of his helmet, like it's just like it really shows the struggle of him trying to balance these two lives and the what you have to give up to be Spider-Man. So for the longest time, that's why that one was my favorite. But you brought up Into the Spider-Verse. Well, you talked about how you really liked it, dude. I loved Into the Spider-Verse.
It's a really good movie.
The scene where the dad is talking him through the door, like, just gets me all the time. And just like fucking his uncle, teaching him how to fucking, is like be smooth with the ladies, and all that. Like, hey, just like teaching him how to hit on the lady. Like he's so goofy and just like what's it called? Honestly, the twist that she was that version of Dr. Octopus, I remember in theaters, whatever, when we're watching this and, you see the scientist talking to Kingpin, and as soon as you find out her last name was Octavius, I was like, what? And you see the fucking arms ready. Like, I had such an amazing time. I think I was with like Cisco. I forgot who I was with watching that movie, but I came out of it like fucking ecstatic. So I always go back and forth between those two. I think those are still...
Plus the soundtrack, my friend.
Oh, of course. I didn't like the song, The Sunflowers, before the movie. I remember when they first dropped it, and then I'm like, this song is kind of whack. What a
hater.
And then I feel like a fake.
Oh, that's mainstream? Not for me.
No. I feel like, I'll give you that. I do feel like a fake, because before that movie came out, that song dropped, and I'm like, this song is whack. The movie came out. I fucking love that song.
I'm a fucking sunflower.
Yeah, like I am the sunflower. So that's why I do feel like a little fake. I feel like it got better after watching the movie. So for the longest time, those two, I kept going back and forth which one I like more. I think I like those two more than this one. Only because it has more heart in it. And then for me, this is definitely fun. I'm not shitting on it. This is an incredible fun. This is an Endgame. Endgame isn't my favorite MCU movie, but this is the Endgame either. Yeah, this is the Endgame for Spider-Man, and all that. Like,
okay, bro, well, will you give it this? It's better than Endgame?
No, I like Endgame more.
Okay,
bro,
I can respect it.
I respect it. I lost my voice when fucking Captain America grabbed Mjolnir.
That's because you're a Captain America stan.
No, but
that's why.
Even though I hated what they did with Hulk, Endgame was such a fun, like, that theater experience is top 3 theater experiences I've ever had, and all that. Right. So with this one was fun. Like, you could there were some people there, like, when Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, dude, that little standoff they had was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was
bro.
Really
like
cool.
They both sense each other.
Flip, double flip, and then I love how Tobey Maguire went for the wrist.
Yeah. Oh. It's like web fluid. Just them talking about it. Dude, one of my favorite parts, it's just them talking too. Like, guys, we talk about how the action
between them all. Yeah.
The chemistry between all 3 when they're in the rooms, like, talking to each other was fucking hilarious. Even when Ned went up to him, was like, I
love that scene.
Yeah, when he went up to Tobey Maguire's.
Do you have a best friend?
Yeah. He died in my arms after he tried killing me. And then Ned is just like, whoa. And then after he learns the spell, it's like, I promise not to kill you, Peter.
Yeah, that
try to kill you. But yeah, the interactions, those were like my favorite parts. Like not just the action, but like just them communicating with each other. Like just fucking all three of them on screen. Like Andrew Garfield, you're my fucking boy. You're my Spider-Man, man. Like I think that's why I teared up a little bit in one part. Like when I'm just finding like, dude, he's getting some love right now. And then I'm loving what's going on right now with Twitter. After this movie came out, there's a lot of people begging Sony to please make it an Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Oh, really? It's not going to.
It's not going to. But I love the love he's getting. You know, like
I'm sure he's enjoying that.
Yeah. Like I doubt it's too little, too late. But I do love the appreciation and love that he's finally getting. Like, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2. It had its ups and downs.
I really enjoyed it.
But I enjoyed it. Overall, I think I enjoyed it more than I disliked it. You know, I don't think it deserved the hate that it got. But Electro, yeah, I get it. You know,
it was even a little silly, but once you get past that, that's good.
You know, bringing it up, what I really loved about Andrew is his Gwen Stacy. That Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy relationship is my favorite, I think, comic book relationship. Right. Like, out of everything, you know, even fucking Iron Man and Pepper, you know, everything else, like, I think those two is my favorite. And I'm not really big into, like, I'm looking forward to what couple in fucking MCU, you know, what's going on with these, like, superheroes. But that relationship fucking worked with me.
Oh, you just reminded me. I watched down, like, Easter egg video. Mm-hmm. And in one of the newsstands in this movie, I forget her name, but the Vulture's daughter.
Oh, my girl, my beautiful Liz.
Yeah,
you know,
Liz.
like, oh, yeah.
Did you see there's a tabloid with her face on it, and it's calling Peter a liar? It just said her picture and in big letters, he's a liar.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, calling him out. Yeah.
Like that he's not Spider-Man?
It's just that he's a liar. Basically just calling him a piece of shit, I guess.
Ah, wow. Yeah, no, I didn't see that. But yeah, Liz was gorgeous. I remember when it was like, my dog, you know, going after her. Yeah, dude, that's all I could really like think about talking about. What about you?
I mean, there's countless things to talk about. It was a long movie.
Yeah,
so much.
We want to make this like a 5-hour fucking video.
I know. I could just ramble on. I don't have nothing that's a very solid thing to grasp onto.
Okay, so us rambling on my Danny of the Dons. Okay, I know you're not really into Marvel. You're more of into DC. This is the voice in the background, the mystery. What's it called? Who is your favorite Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield.
Rightfully so.
Andrew Garfield. I just want to say, it sucks because before this movie, people kept asking him, "Are you in Spider-Man? Are you in Spider-Man? Are you in Spider-Man?" All these videos of him pleading to the audience that he has no idea about this movie. What about Tobey Maguire? How come he didn't get asked? And all this shit and everything.
So no one wanted to see him. Unfortunately,
I'm pretty sure more people wanted to see him. Unfortunately,
not as much as Andrew Garfield.
But going back to that, I'm glad that he's getting love after the movies instead of hate. Because honestly, I thought dude, Andrew Garfield's just setting himself up for hate if he ends up being in this movie. Yeah, because everyone's like,
but, I mean, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, but with people nowadays, I won't be surprised. You lied. You said you weren't. You had no idea what was this movie about. Yeah. Okay, so then Danny of the Dons.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield is your favorite Spider-Man. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? If you can recall, out of all the Spider-Man movie that you've seen. Into the Spider-Verse counts. It's animated. It's mine, I think. I think if I had to pick, I think it might be Into the Spider-Verse. Because it had heart and it had the funniness.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah. Even though Kingpin, my guy, took up 90% of the screen.
He was a little boxing.
Yeah.
This one?
This one? Yeah. This one? Yeah.
Speaking of Kingpin, Daredevil being introduced. Dude, so that's canon now.
Bro, okay. I'll give Nick that. And he's been holding on because we kept talking about. He's like, Matt Murdock is gonna be in this movie. He's gonna be Daredevil, or he's gonna be Peter Parker's lawyer. And I'm like, no, he's not, bro. This is separated. I went in there still the day of.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. And when my boy pulled up, that was so fucking cool.
Because that could have been just a little cool cameo. Like, we pulled the actor. No.
That's
Daredevil.
Boop, boop. So that's exciting. And then, okay, so have you not seen anything of Hawkeye?
No, but I got spoiled that the Kingpin from Daredevil is in Hawkeye.
Vincent D'Onofrio's like Kingpin showed up. So, bro, out of all the Netflix and Marvel stuff that came out,
but that all crossed over, so that means it's all in this timeline.
So my favorite thing was Punisher. I didn't watch any that actor is Punisher. I
really like that actor.
Yeah, that actor, John Bernthal, top class, bro. He's getting better and better every time he pops up in a movie. I was really impressed with him in King Richard because that is probably the most different role he's ever taken. Because he's always like that badass or at least dramatic and all that. This one he played like this white guy tennis coach, and all that, so kind of like preppy, whatever, and all that. And he knocked it out of the park. But it just shows that he's a really good actor. So with this, we don't know yet if they just hired him and it had kind of because like J.K. Simmons, I can't believe I forgot his name. What's it called? The old guy from the first Spider-Man movies. J.K. Simmons, the actor.
J. Jonah Jameson?
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson. What? it is J.K. Simmons. Is that his real name?
The name? I have no
Denny
idea.
of the Dance. I need you to do a quick little search up for me.
You're talking about the reporter, right?
Yeah, the reporter.
Yeah.
Look up who is the actor for
Did I get the name wrong?
J. Jonah Jameson is correct. That is the character's name. But is his name J.K. Simmons?
You could be right. I'm not sure, but I love too. So it kind of hinted at us that before, like Spider-Man's the reason he blew up because one of the first movies he was in his house, with a green screen, and then the next time we see him, he's in a legitimate
studio.
Yeah. So is Spider-Man the only reation this man blew up? That's kind of cool.
Look up who.
Just look up the name. What'd you say?
J. Jonah Jameson, actor.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? So I think that's the route they went. I don't think this is the Matt Murdock, or I forgot that actor's name, from Netflix's Daredevil. I think this is going to be their own version.
Think so?
Yeah, because they did that with I'm pretty sure it's J.K. Simmons, but they did that with him. That's not the same J. Jonah Jameson from the first Spider-Man movies. So with Kingpin and Daredevil, honestly, I'm hoping it's their new version.
They just pulled the actors.
It is J.K. Simmons.
They just pulled the actors because they liked the job they did. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly okay with that too if that's what they end up doing. But yeah, that little scene fucking was amazing.
Well, maybe they're pulling him too because maybe they'll change his stuff over to Disney Plus too because She-Hulk, don't they have a relationship? Because she's a lawyer too.
Yeah, she's a lawyer too. Yeah.
So maybe maybe he's gonna be popping up in that or something.
Yeah, I think I've been hearing people talk about how he's probably gonna pop up in that, especially after this. Because lawyers, it's a lawyer show. It's gonna be fucking what is it?
Lawyer by day.
That show. There's a dun dun. What is that show?
CSI. I don't know.
No, the CSI.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. There it's gonna be the Law and Order of the MCU. Fucking multiple lawyers just doing lawyer things. But yeah, dude, what a fun movie. Even though I was talking about how Spider-Man 2 and Into Spider-Verse are, I think, better movies, that I'm not shitting on this one. This one was such a fucking great time.
And this one, just because there's too many great times, this one's going to have to take it from me.
Yeah.
Take it for me, I mean. And then the first Amazing Spider-Man is really good.
Yeah.
And then I think Into the Spider-Verse for me.
Yeah. But there you go. What did you guys think? Let me know. What did you think about this movie? A fucking great time. What a fun time. All I know is Doctor Strange is the GOAT of making a movie and hyping it up to the next level because Endgame
really good.
On your left. All you see is the portals. And what happened in this one? Portal, Andrew Garfield. Portal, Tobey Maguire. So if Doctor Strange is in your movie,
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fucking next level. Yeah. That's all I know. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just remembered something. Speaking of Dr. Ock. So again, it's because of a video I watched. So if you look back to Spider-Man 2, Reagan, the technology that they were doing back in that movie is the same technology that the nanotech was used to make with Iron Man's suits, and then so Peter Parker's suit. And that's why they were able to.
Oh, is it the same technology?
Yeah.
Oh,
so they talked about it in Spider-Man 2, the same technology.
Yeah, so because I rewatched it, I forgot. I guess I didn't pay attention to them talking about nanotechnology. But all I know is that he built it so it can sustain, the power of the sun within the palm of my hands, and all that shit. But I just remember thinking hopefully that technology isn't outdated because that took place almost 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah, no, it's the same they're using the same technology, so that's why I thought it was cool. That's why he was able to connect to it.
Which here's my problem. Who I brought it up with, I guess that's another little nitpick about it, is just I loved the end. How it ended off with, dude, that was Marvel Spider-Man, like how it ended. Remember that video game where, you know, you finish the story and it's just him swinging into the fucking neighborhood and then it ends up on him. Like that suit fucking looks awesome.
Oh, that's a good suit.
Yeah, my biggest problem with this Spider-Man is that he's an Iron Man Jr. You know, I feel like that's probably why I don't like this MCU Spider-Man as much.
That changed.
Yeah, that changed now.
Game over.
Everybody forgot.
He's starting over.
Know, so he's starting over, so I'd love that. Like, he's his own man now.
Yeah, well, he's basically picking up where Tobey Maguire and Andrew started.
Yeah.
Now he's in his own shitty little apartment in New York. And doing his thing, making his own legitimate latex suit.
Yeah, I really love that. At the end, it looks nice. Him swinging through the fucking snow.
Yeah,
at
so
the
you
end,
think,
like,
we're getting a number 4?
Dude, this almost made $1 billion.
They have to, right?
Worldwide.
They have to.
In one weekend, they have to. I think Amy Pascal over there at Sony and Kevin Feige, they're going to get together and they're probably going to make it work. Honestly, I think it's up to Tom Holland. I don't get it, bro. These actors...
I heard that he wants to take a break from acting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, you are fucking living the dream. There are people who... But then again, I'm not an actor, so I don't know. But just,
we don't know like, the troubles he's going through.
If I got the role, it's never... Like, Hugh Jackman, bro, Hugh Jackman, that's fucking Wolverine.
He was Wolverine for how long?
Fucking decades, bro. Like, I would cry if literally I was, you know, just realistically, let's say I was Miguel O'Hara, fucking, you know, Spider-Man 2099.
But, and then the
sign me up.
And then the only, I mean, he's old now. Hugh Jackman ain't a spring chicken no more.
Spring chicken.
Staying in that kind of shape ain't easy.
Yeah. His was okay. His the reason why, because, you know, like, he got to that age.
Like, I don't think that was makeup in Logan, son. I think that was the real him.
All they did was just give him the claws. That was the only thing that was fake. But I'm getting off sidetrack. The thing with Iron Man Jr., you know, that I didn't like is like that fight with Doc Ock. It literally just ended because he touched his suit. Because I love, you know, like nanotechnology is cool and all, but I don't
not
like
because he touched his suit. He ripped a chunk off.
Yeah, he ripped a chunk off, and then it took over, and then with there he was able to come in. Like nanotechnology, I felt like it's too easy. It's gone to the point where I felt like it's magic now. Like it's not science, it's magic now.
Well, I mean, it's look at Big Hero 6. It's always like that.
Yeah, but that's just me being nitpicking. Just Iron Man Jr.
Also,
I don't like
technically, same universe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's San Francisco.
Yeah. Technically, no, it's San Fran, Tokyo, so it's not the same universe because they combined both of Tokyo and San Francisco.
Yeah, well, it's a different universe. Damn it.
It's all good. Yeah, but such a great time. Fucking Pedro Parker here. I'm gonna look forward to fucking go back into the theaters and
watch. Is his name Parker too?
Give me some glizz. Oh, who?
That Spider-Man? That's Pedro Parker.
Which Spider-Man?
The future Spider-Man.
Miguel O'Hara. That's his name.
Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah, I was just saying Pedro Parker because I'm Mexican and New York fit. You know,
whatever. Sorry, I ruined that.
I'm gonna join me some glizzies. I'm gonna go watch me some Spider-Man No Way Home. That's New York. Anything final thoughts you have to say about this movie?
Amazing movie. I'm glad I saw it.
Donnie at the Dons. Anything you have to say about this movie? Anything that stood out to you?
No.
Would you love it? No? Okay. No. Quick to the point. I love it. Yeah. I love this movie, but I have nothing to say about it. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. It is your host, Ice Packalicious, a.k.a. Pedro Parker, the flyest man in all of New York, son. And it is your co-host, Mr. Harvey, Mr. Conks.
Second chair himself. Mm-hmm. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It was a great time doing this with you guys. I love you guys. I'm gonna actually do another video talking about what's gonna go on. It's gonna be a little special video. But yeah, explaining what's been going on and all that stuff. But hey, I'm not saying we're 100% motion back, but we back. We back, Harvey. We back. Me and you. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Have a great day. Have a beautiful day. Have a web swinging day. Andrew Garfield, I fucking love you, my guy. You're my Spider-Man. I love all of New York. Andrew Garfield. Bye.